that the header is complete, I want to make my navigation bar, which is going to sit underneath. So first thing I'm going to do is go underneath div class header, and I'm going to now set up my navigation div. So same as before, I'm going to go div class, and this time I am creating my nav, so I might call it main nav for main navigation. Close my tag, and I'm going to now set up my navigation, which is going to be as many links as you want. You're making generally websites of 3 to 4 pages, so you'd have 3 to 4 links put in here. For now, I'm just going to set up dot links because we actually haven't got anywhere to link to. So I'm going to set up my links. And when we've got nowhere to go, we generally just put a hash in there for now. I'm going to do a shortcut. I'm going to copy and paste that 4 times. So I've set up a div tag class main nav, and I've got 4 placeholders here, href, no link yet, but I've got 4 links that we can see appear underneath my header. Now I'm going to use CSS to style those links. So underneath full stop header, I'm going to start looking at what type of style I want for my links. So I called mine main nav. And if you think back to the videos on navigation, you have a lot of options here on hover effects, click effects. There's a lot of things you can do. So the first thing I want to set up is I want to turn off the overflow. So I want to make sure that that's hidden, and I'm going to give a background color. Once I've done that for the main navigation, I want to start now affecting the individual links, the text, the hoverovers. So there's a lot of different elements here. So I'm going to once again talk to the main nav div tag, and this time I'm going to talk to the A. So I'm just talking to the links. Now if we remember our float, we want these to all float next to each other. So for that, I'm going to do float left. I want to display a block, and then I can start thinking about what I want it to look like. So what color might I want? So I might decide I want white text. Where do I want the text? What type of padding? So what type of spacing do we want it to look like? And then text decoration, we generally put none for now. Now that I have my links in, what's the next thing I want to work on? Well, now I want to have a look at my hover effects. So when I hover over, what type of color do I want it to go to? So once again, I've set up main nav. So for the entire nav bar, overflow hidden, background olive green, which we can see. I've then said main nav for my A links, float left, so they stay to the left and they push to the left. Display block, color white, text align center, and even though it's text align center, because it's floating left, that's why they're not in the middle of the screen. And then I've got my hover, background color black when I hover over, and the text color goldenrod. So when I hover over, we get those different views. Now here you could put in more CSS, you could do the click CSS, visited CSS, but for me I'm going to leave those as default because just get the idea there. Now this is what's the hard part. Look at how this is now nicely structured. A div tag for header, div tag for nav, they are beautifully placed one after the other. There's no issues for spacing.